close that curtain. Hello, and hello once again. It's your girl, Jocelyn N. McGuire, the creator and host of Can You Handle the Truth? Welcome to my podcast. And Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! I'm so glad it's a new year. Oh, you say, okay, now, I just want to give that little short introduction of a Happy New Year. All right, listen. Welcome. I haven't seen you guys in a while since last year. That was a joke. All right, okay. Well, anyway, I haven't seen you guys since last year, and I'm so glad that you are here this evening to join me. Listen, I might as well give y'all a good introduction, right? Listen, I'm so glad you guys are here with me this evening. This beautiful, wonderful day, 2026. Whoever could have imagined 2026. I do specialize in breakthrough counseling, women's ministry, mental health, trauma in adults as well as in children. I do hold a bachelor's degree in psychology. I am a licensed minister as well as a licensed evangelist, and I am certified as a circle keeper. All right, listen, and I have a PhD. Power to hang the devil. Y'all be like, where did she get that PhD? I've been had that PhD. I just thought I'd let you know about it. But it's power to hang the devil. And my goal, my passion is to see individuals overcome with the truth. Let's get to it. Are you ready? Can you handle the truth? Once again, welcome. Listen, before we even get started in the conversation tonight, go grab someone, go tag someone, tell them to come on in here. It's been since last year we talked to her or see her. Look at that. How y'all like my hair? Listen, go grab someone, tag someone, tell them to come on in and join in this here conversation. Also, listen. Go to my YouTube channel. Yes. And I want you to what? Subscribe to my channel. All right? Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just press that notification bell, baby. Listen. That's all you got to do. Just press it. And you get a notification every time this podcast is alive. All right? Can you handle the truth? Oh my goodness. Welcome once again. Listen. You guys know I'm on Facebook, right? So I'm on Facebook. And so on Facebook, they got this game on there where you can, have your face and body, look like a different theme or whatever, right? And so anyway, I did that. Oh, I did that, right? So what I done was I changed it, right, into these different whatever you want to call them, avatar characters or whatever. And I'm like, I don't even look like me. But tonight, guys, guess what? I'm trying to get as close as I can. Now, I want to know, do I even look just a little bit like my profile picture? Like I did, you know what I'm saying? They got me on there looking like that, right? Oh, Cynthia, thank you. Happy New Year to you, Cynthia. By the grace of God, we all still here. Listen, listen. She said, I love your hair. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, I thought I'd go ahead and pull it on out. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then you got to do something that's a little bit different. Sometimes you got to do something that's a little bit different. Just a little bit, and this has something to do with our topic for tonight. All right, something to do with our topic for tonight. The new year, a new day. Is it really? And it sounds like I'm kind of sarcastic, don't it? It sounds like I'm kind of like that, doesn't it? Really, it really does. Oh, hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? How are you? Oh, Carla, how are you? Glad you are with us this evening. Amen. Like, share, give me that there heart. All right. Can you do that? That little heart, or share, or like. Listen, this long as you press one of those buttons, this long as it's a thumb up, not thumb down, we're good. All right. Listen, listen. We come here to have a conversation. To have a conversation. Have one of those hard conversations when it comes to change. All right. Because change is something that we all are familiar with in some shape, form, or fashion. We are familiar with some type of change, some way or another. Thank you, Cynthia. Happy New Year to you. I love your professional, sexy profile. Thank you. Every now and then we got to change it up. But change can be easy for some people. hmm And then it can be difficult for others. This thing called change, and I know I kind of sounded sarcastic a little bit. New year, new day. Is it really? I mean, is it really a new year, new day? Are you really going to? And there's a word, commit. Are you going to commit to your a change? Um, are you going to commit to it? Do you even recognize you need change? Hmm. Now that's something that a lot of people don't recognize, that they need to change. They need to change. I had a friend of mine to tell me the other week, how do people expect to heal if they never admit they hurt? How do you expect to heal if you never admit that you hurt? And I thought about that question because, a lot of individuals are in denial of their feelings, of how they feel and what's going on with them. But if you deny it and you pretend you're not hurting, then how do you expect to heal? Or you expect that change to occur in your life? How is it that you got this mind that there's nothing wrong with me? I'm good. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm well put together. There's nothing wrong with my behavior. Mm, Nothing wrong with my behavior. And we have a lot of people, individuals, walking around sick. And when I say sick, not so much physically sick, but mentally, spiritually, and soulfully sick um, within themselves. But if you do not admit that you hurt, how you expect to heal? How do you expect to change? How do you expect that things are going to be different? That things are going to be different. How do now this is why where we have now since we have seen 365 days. That's a lot of days now. That's a lot of days. 365 days, 52 weeks, 365 days. That's a lot of days. That's a lot of days for a lot to occur in your life. That's a lot of days for a lot of life start lifing. Things that are not in your control. That's a lot of days if you think about it. 365 days of events that can occur. Um, or you can look at it as 365 days of being in turmoil. You can look at it that way. You can look at it as 365 days not being in your right frame of mind. 365 days you still on the guinea pig wheel. You still on that same cycle, and you're not getting anywhere by being on the hamster wheel. You know, he just roll, and there's no what? There's no destination. Just think about it. 365 days. Then we get to what? We get to where? We get to where? Day one. We get to day one, walking, get ready to walk down 364 more days. We get ready to walk 364 more days. Because today is day one of 365 days. Today is day one. Today is day one of 365 days. Now, since, like I said, we have seen 365 days, this by grace, for sure, for sure, by grace. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Are you making new plans? Or are you trying to stick with the old ones? Are you trying to make new plans? Or are you trying to stick with the old ones that have you on this hamster wheel, that you have not changed, you have not progressed, you have not forward your way to your goal, or forward your way to your change, or made a decision that you're going to stay sober. I'm just going to use that word, sober. You're going to stay sober. You're going to stay in your right frame of mind. And we have to know that with change, like the weather change. Well, I'm in Ohio, so here we got bipolar weather. We don't know what it's going to do. All right. So like the weather change, events in our lives change. Just like the weather change, we have events in our lives that also change with what's going on each and every day with us. It kind of like determines whether or not you're going to remain. Will you remain to keep your positive change, or will you be stagnant in your commitment? There's no better way to put it. Or will you be stagnant in your commitment to your change? And he said, well, it's hard out here. I never said it was easy. I never stated that life is a row of beautiful roses without the thorns. I never said that life is easy. I never stated that you will have all sunshiny days. I never stated that. Never stated that. I never stated that would be occurring on a day-to-day basis, that your days will be beautiful every day, no problems, no nothing. But I'm here to let you know, reality check, that life happens, that life do happen. Hey son, how you doing? He says, Happy New Year, Mama J. Oh, amen. I thank God I'm here today, and you as well. All of you guys. Thank you. But life starts lifing. Life, 365 days. Life can be lifing. All right? But while life is lifing, what are you going to do when it starts becoming a burden? When life starts becoming a burden, what will you do? What will you do when life starts to become a burden? When life starts to present struggles? When life starts to appear to be very unfair? Then what do you do? What do you do to change your behavior, or to change your thinking? What do you do? Are you going to go into this new year knowing that you have 365 days? 365 days. This is amazing. When we get to that last 365 days, it's amazing. Yesterday, I'm going to make changes. But no, and that's good. That's good, but you had 364 days to do that. But then you want to decide that I'm going to start making changes now. Now I'm going to start making changes. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But however, be committed to your change. Be committed to your change. Be committed to it. There I was talking to a friend of mine. She's such a wise woman, wise person, that we were talking, and we talking about changes. how about changes, how the change and how to get started with change. And the main thing we were talking about was the 5 stages. 5 stages of change. There are 5 stages of change that occur that I believe in our mentality that we don't recognize the 5 stages. Mhm. We don't recognize the 5 stages that are occurring when we want to change. When we want to change, let's say now, let's say you want to change your attitude. Say you got a nasty attitude, filthy attitude. You're nasty, you're nasty, you're nasty. Now, we do have a comment here, and they said, pray. That's good. That's a good answer, to pray. That's a good answer, to pray. A lot of people don't know how to pray. Okay? Now, but that is a good answer. Let's remember that. Pray. Our next comment we have is, she says, these last 2 weeks was very triumph. Okay, I had to change my mindset to deal with various situations back to back. But I have to move on to deal with the things that come before now. I can't afford to be stagnant, turbulent. These last 2 weeks was very turbulent. I had to change my mindset to deal with various situations back to back. Keywords, keywords, keywords. Change mindset. Because there were various situations back to back. Like it can occur, and when things occur, we sometimes don't have that control, and things can start happening back to back, one thing after another. You heard that saying, if it ain't one thing, it's another. That is the God's honest truth. He said, but I have to move on. Another key factor. Another key factor. You have to move on. You know why you have to move on? Because guess what? Tomorrow's coming, baby. You have to continue to move on. And you have to deal with the things that come before now. I can't afford to be stagnant. That is so good. Cannot afford to be stagnant. So when change comes, sometimes there is no long period of time to make up your mind and what you're going to do to change. Sometimes you immediately have to make that decision. Sometimes it's not even a decision you have to make, but it's something you have to do because you know for a fact that if you stop, everything can crumble if you stop. And I'm not saying that you don't take time to grieve or take time to whatever, think about the situation. I'm not even stating that. But what I'm stating is this. You have to move on. That is something we have to do. And sometimes I wonder how I was able to move on. The only reason I was able to move on is by the grace of God. Only by the grace of God I was able to move on. Because I had no other choice. I have no other choice but to what? Move on, to keep it moving, to keep it going. I cannot stay stagnant in my situation. Not that I'm cold hearted, because I do have feelings too. I have feelings just like you do. And I'm not cold hearted, but I, I had to realize that, guess what? Jocelyn, you got to stay aware. You got to pray. Come on, pray your way through this. Pray your way. Pray God give me strength to go through this. Give me strength. Give me strategy. Show me what to do next. Because you can be so overwhelmed. You can be so overwhelmed with changes occurring in your life. You could be overwhelmed. So we must, like Jay Little said, pray. Very key factor. Then we had the example of they had to continue to move on. Can't stay stagnant because things like they start happening. They start happening. You know, ain't no need letting something just pile up, and then you can't even step over it because you allow it to keep piling up. That's like if you become stagnant. Let's say you become stagnant and you don't go back to work. Let's say that, for example. Let's say that something tragic has happened in your life, but you seem as though you cannot go back to work. It seems to be a difficult thing for you to do. So this is a chain of events that will take place if you are not financially prepared. If you're not financially prepared, these are the chain of events that will take place, and they will all be negative. You're not going to work. You're going to run out of your PTO time or sick time. You're going to run out of that. You only got so many days of that. You're going to run out of your getting paid. Just say you go ahead and use your vacation time. Okay, you're going to run out of that eventually. Now, remember now, the other things that are going on in your life, you got what? You got mortgage or rent. You got a car payment, or you got Uber. You got a grocery list. You got groceries you got to buy. You got utilities that got to remain on. Your lights got to remain on. Your gas need to remain on. Your water need to remain on. Now, if you shut down and you have no backup, you shut down and you have no backup, it's going to be all bad. It's going to be all bad. I'm just talking to you facts. If you are not financially well-to-do or financially well-stable, financially that you can take off maybe a year off your job and not hurt, and all your bills will get paid still, and you still can, life still be lifing, but your bills are paid, everything's paid. Now, if you don't have that luxury, then you need to move on. You need to be like little Jay said. You need to pray. Father God, give me strength. Give me strength to move on. Give me the strength to move on so that when these changes start to occur, and they occur rapidly, you got to be prepared, especially spiritually. Now, that's just my opinion. You got to be prepared, especially spiritually, because what happened is that The enemy will come and start playing in your mind. Start playing in your mind, start talking on your shoulder, getting you this, that, and the other, and things ain't working out. I don't know why come you keep going down there at that church anyway. I don't know why come you keep on praying anyway. Ain't nothing changed. And yeah. We start this talking in your ear, talking in your ear, talking in your ear. Don't want you to move on. Want you to stay stagnant. Don't want you to change. Don't want you to move on. Don't want you to change. Now remember, I was saying that there are 365 days in the whole year before we cut off the calendar and decide that we're going to what? Change the calendar, and we're going to go to a new, fresh year. 365 days. And I had to think within my own self, what did I accomplish those 365 days I had? That's something to think about. You had 365 days to accomplish something. Ain't no need like I said before, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna change. This the new year. I'm changing everything. I'm gonna stop chain smoking. I'm gonna stop drinking. I'm not gonna be an alcoholic no more. I'm gonna stop shooting up. I'm gonna stop snorting up. I'm gonna stop doing these pills. I'm gonna stop. Because this is a brand new year and I got a new start. And you said the same thing last year. Said the same thing last year. But some kind of way or another, you get kicked off the island or out of the ship, and you need to walk on your own. I preached a message, about that. You have to walk on your own out of your own situation and into the water like Peter. Have faith and keep your eyes on Jesus. But what happens is a lot of times people will come out of their circumstances. They will already have that change already taken place. That change has already occurred already. So they already have that change taking place. All right. But however, when it seems like you are in a different atmosphere, or you're in a different environment, or you're around different type of people, it seems as though you start to regress. You start to regress. So then you go back to those old habits. And just like Peter was wanting to walk on the water when he saw Jesus, I want to come out there because I know I can, because you're there, and I know I can walk on this here water because I know who you are. I know your name is Jesus. I know who you are, and I walk with you. I'm one of your disciples. I'm with you each and every day. I trust you. Oh yes, I believe I can walk on this here water. Well, he steps out on the water. Everything's good as long as he got his eyes on Jesus. Long as he is focused and looking at Jesus, all the other noise that's going on around, the wind blowing, the storm is up on the sea, the water is raging, the wind is strong. But however, he's doing good. As long as he kept his eyes on Jesus. But when these other things start to occur, lost the focus. It's just like a lot of individuals. They will lose the focus. and will come off of their change. Will come off of their change. Now, let me go on and talk about change. There is the 5 stages, yeah, 5 stages of change. I guess I wrote them down right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. The 5 stages of change. 5 stages of change that I believe a lot of people don't really realize is these 5 stages are actually taking place. Are actually taking place. There is the pre-contemplating, pre-contemplation, where you're thinking about that you're not recognizing really that you need to change. Okay? You're not realizing that you really need to change. All right? All right. Hello there. Thank you for joining in. A happy new year to you and blessings to everyone. They said, all right. And I'm quite sure everyone loves that. Thank you so much for all of us. So there's that pre-contemplating that there's nothing wrong. There's not recognizing that you have a problem. Not recognizing you have a problem. So if you don't recognize you have a problem, like I said before, when people don't recognize that they are hurt, how do they expect to be healed? You expect to be healed, but you don't recognize that you're hurt. We got to do better, people. Okay? We have got to do much, much better. You don't recognize that you have a problem. You can look at yourself in the mirror and you can see some physical changes that have occurred from your negative behavior activities. But yet you look in the mirror and you do not see the change. You don't see the effects of what you are doing to yourself. You don't see the effects. You are blind to what is occurring with you. You don't take in what is occurring around you in your life. You don't take in the fact that you're living from pillar to post. You don't take in the fact that you might think you're doing all right because you might be a functional addict. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. You think you have no problem because you are a functional addict, because you can go to work, you can pay your bills, you kind of look all right. But however, you are killing yourself on the inside. And your organs are crying out, help me, help, somebody help me. Still organs are crying out, your kidneys crying out, help. Your liver crying out, help. Your lungs crying out, help me. Help. Your heart, help me. That's that pre-contemplating that you don't have a problem. Then here we go to another step. The next step is contemplating. You recognize you have an issue. I'm gonna say you recognize you have a issue. You know that you need to change, but not making the change. Okay. You know you need to change. God, it looks bad around here. I'm starting to look. Oh, I'm starting to look. Oh God, look. Hey, I'm aging around here. Man, I'm not myself anymore. God, I need to make some changes in my life. I need to stop this. I need to stop these drugs and drinking and staying up all night long and just carousing, and I need to just stop it. And you decide that, yeah, I need to change. I need to change. I need to change. I want to change. I need to. Then we have 3. Preparation. Preparation. That means to prepare for the change. Getting ready for the change. Getting ready for the commitment. Getting ready to what? Commit to the change. First, you didn't recognize it. Now you recognize it, that you need to change. Now you're preparing in your mind, I got to change. And what I'm going to do, I got to get ready for this commitment. I got to get ready for this commitment. I got to stay focused. 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 I must not let distractions come and get me off course. 4, it's action. 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 Putting your plans into action. Putting your plans into action. So, you put plans into action, then you must have some type of strategy. You must know that, you know what? I know my triggers. Okay, I know my triggers. I know that people that trigger me. And I know the different places where I will be triggered. So I must go into preparation and say, you know what? I got a plan. I'm not going those places. I got a plan. I don't need to be around those people that are doing the things that I no longer want to do. So I must stay away from those people. And they will try to distract you. They will say things like, you think you better than me. No, I don't think I'm better than you, but I think I got a better mind than you do. Yeah, I'm tired. I think I'm tired. Not that I'm better than you, but I am tired of being you. Well, you might not want to say it like that, but I'm tired of being you. Okay, listen. So that's that preparation. Okay, I know I can't. I'm not gonna go there, and I'm not gonna associate myself with these particular type people that's doing the things that I want to get away from. I want to just get away from those people because they are the bad influence on me. I can't go that place. I can't go to those people. I must change my whole environment. That's what I must do. So then you spring into action. You put these things into place. Put them into place. Then maintaining. 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 That means sticking with your plan. Maintaining. You must maintain the what? The course. Maintaining. You got to maintain the course. Cynthia says, yes, you need, yes, you said it. Stay away from people and places that trigger you. Key, did you guys hear that again? Stay away from people and places that trigger you. That trigger you. Listen, that's like, okay, that's like being on a diet. Let's say, I don't like that word diet, but it's like being on a diet. Let's say I'm just gonna change my way of eating. Okay, I'm just gonna change that. But I know I need to stay away from cheesecake. Now, since I know that cheesecake is my weakness, cheesecake can trigger me to eating a lot of it or starting to eat more sweets if I get this cheesecake. So, being that I know that I don't need cheesecake, why should I go to the Cheesecake Factory? I'm just saying. And Carrie says, this is good. Carrie said that includes family if need to. I had to, and it was a hard decision. That includes family as well. Think about it, people. That says a lot. It includes family as well, because you may have some family members that are up to no good and that will influence you, that want you to remain on the curve with them. You know, they used to say back in the day, oh, they on the curve. They on the curve. Yeah, they like to went to the curve. You know, and people who lies them went to the curve, guess what, baby? They don't like being out there by themselves. There's a old thing that it says, the old thing that is said, and it says this, that misery loves company. Misery loves company. So that means that even if your cousin Bobby, Susie, or whoever your people is, and they are into the being on the curve, then you have to cut them off too. You mean tell me I gotta cut my people off? Yes, you gotta cut them off. That means for my mother too. Yes, if your mother is smoking crack, alcoholic, and all that, and you are alcoholic too, you don't need to be around her. Sorry. You want to get better, right? You want the change to remain, right? But sometimes you got to cut them off too. Jesus said, who is my mother? Who is my family? He said, them that follow me. Come on now. You want to maintain your change? You can't be around these people. You got to be committed to yourself. You got to be committed to your organs that are crying out that you stop. Stop damaging me. Stop. You look well on the outside, but the inside is crying out. Stop hurting me. This is what I say about people And I know some people are not going to like what I have to say. Not going to like what the things I have to say. But, however, I think there's a lack of love for yourself. A lack of love for yourself. Okay, I think I skipped. Okay, let me see here. Okay, Carrie says, then she said, then they talked about me and I was not involved at all. To take it off of them, truth came out. Bye. I know that's right. But the truth do come out eventually now. The truth will come out. The truth will come out. When you separate yourself from them liars, even if they family, liars, thieves, and everything else they are, yeah, the truth will eventually come out. Okay, now, Cynthia tells us this. Cynthia says, yes, CJ, I had to do that too, and it was difficult, but it had to be done. Separate yourself from family. They would have destroyed me. Your very own kinfolks. I loved them, but they were jealous of my progress. Prime example, people. You want to maintain your change, you got to separate yourself, even from family. Even from family. I tell you what, the devil will use them too. He come to do three things we quoted like it ain't nothing. Kill, steal, and destroy. And yeah, like you don't believe it. Yeah, because you keep going around in the same circle. Okay, Carrie says this. She says, son was in competition, did not even know it. People can be in competition with you and you not even know it. It sounds like that jealousy thing, doesn't it? Sound like that jealousy thing, and I'm quite sure. You know, it's amazing when people see your downfall, how they love you better when you were beneath them. So they think. They love you better. They don't mind you coming around. They don't mind you coming around. They don't mind that at all. They don't mind you coming around when you are down and out. They love to see you come when you're down and out because they like you in that position. Think about it, people. When it comes to your change and to maintain your change, think about it. Why come they don't want me to do better? Why they keep enticing me? Why they keep offering me the things that are hurting me and I want to get away from? Why? It's plainly said. It's plainly stated. They are your competition. No, you are their competition. Let me say that. You are their competition. And they want to not see you doing well. They don't want you to do well. They love the fact that you are an alcoholic. They love the fact that you are a pill popper. They love the fact that you snort. Oh, you're a snorehead. They love the fact that you're a crackhead. They love the fact that you are at the curve. Kyria said amen. And she says this. had to maintain change. Love this. I need this. Thank you. Amen. Amen. To God be the glory. Amen. Maintain your change. Maintain your change. Maintain your change. They may say, oh, you think you better than us. She thinks she's better than us. No, I don't think I'm better than you all, but I don't want to be like that no more. I don't want to be like you no more. I want my change. I'm holding on to my change. I'm holding on to it. I'm not going to be on the teeter-totter. The teeter-totter, it goes up and down, up and down. Sometimes you kind of level off. Then you go up and down, up. Sometimes you're good. Other times you're bad, and it's up and down. You got the change, and you let the change let go. You pick up the change again, and you turn and loose your change. And you just on a teeter-totter, the seesaw. Get off of that seesaw, that teeter-totter. Get off of that merry-go-round. Get out of the what? Sandbox. Because you see, on the playground, I'm just using this. On the playground, they don't play so fair. On the playground, there are some rides that you should not be on. All right, such as the merry-go-round. In your life, your life is like a merry-go-round because you are not maintaining, and you off and on. You're just in a vicious circle. So you're off the drugs, you're off the alcohol for a month, then you're back on. You say, I'm on the wagon. Then next thing you know, you're off the wagon. I'm on the wagon. Then I'm off the wagon. That's that merry-go-round. Stay off the playground. Stay out of the sandbox, because they'll trick you in that sandbox. That sandbox, start throwing sand in your face, in your eyes. You can't hardly see. You lose your focus and everything. You can't hardly see nothing because they're playing dirty. And when I say that, that means this. Don't take anything from them. Now, I have heard people say, if I get off this crack, God, let me just smoke weed. All right, now, you decide that you ain't going to smoke crack, but you're going to smoke weed. Now, I'm just going to tell you this. Now, they play, on the playground, they play dirty. In the sand, they throw sand in y'all. So, and what I'm trying to say is this. If you even smoke the weed, don't even smoke their weed. That's for somebody. I don't know who that is. Don't even smoke their weed, because they can put stuff in that weed and have you right back on the curve with them. And I know it to be a fact. They have you back on the curve with them. And that's stay off the playground. As a matter of fact, as they say in the old church, they used to say this. Stay off the devil's territory, is what they used to say. We about to wrap this up, guys. This time has gotten away from me. It's actually our time to go. And our time has been very well spent on this wonderful, beautiful Thursday evening. The first Thursday of the year. Remember, don't wait 364 days to decide you need to change. Do it now. Make up your mind and do it now. And I don't want to hear people say, well, God can do it, but they gotta be they gotta have a made up mind in order for God to deliver them. That's a lie. That's a lie. No, they ain't gotta have no made up mind. Did Saul have a made up mind? When God knocked him off his horse, he's ready to do what he do. Persecute the people of God. Did he have a made up mind that he wasn't going to do this no more? No. God sent deliverance, all right? All right, I'm just telling y'all. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Pray. Have a made up mind in some situations now, because you can keep going on when life starts lifing. Keep it moving. You want change. Stay away from the people that were doing the things that you were doing. Stay away from the people that's not going to contribute to your change. Stay away. And don't get tricked and playing in the playground, baby. Because it's unfair. To have you on the seesaw, teeter-totter, you be all messed up. Have you on the merry-go-round, you be all messed up. Have you in the sandbox, you be all messed up. Then they real dirty on the swings. They push you so hard, they'll make you fall. All right. Love you guys. Once again, Happy New Year. Many, many blessings upon you and your families. May this year bring tremendous blessings. May this year we be strengthened more. May this year bring about positive changes in our lives. All right? Listen, like I always say, keep your head, thank you, Cynthia, on a spiritual swivel, baby. All right, enjoy your weekend. Let me see what Cynthia has to say here. See what Cynthia has to say. She said, thank you, family, for this wonderful conversation with our amazing commentator. I love you all and hope to see y'all next week in the same place. Hearts, love, and kisses, prayers. P.S. Everyone be blessed and stay safe. Absolutely. Thank you ever so much, Cynthia. Thank you so much. Listen, that came from Cynthia. Cynthia, now I always say keep your head on a swivel, baby. But Cynthia added in there, keep your head on a spiritual swivel. All right? Listen, have discernment. Go out, have a great time. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your people. Enjoy your friends. And be safe. All right? If you have a topic, a subject you want me to talk about, to expound upon, please let me know. When you say, how can we let you know? Oh, come on. I'm glad you asked. Listen, leave me a message on Facebook under my name, Johnson McGuire. On another page we have also is, can you, with the letter U, handle the truth? Also, there is an email. Let me double check. Also, there is an email. Can you handle the truth? Let me make sure that I have that correctly, okay? There's another email. Let me check my other email out. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong place. Still trying to learn, okay? I'm still trying to learn, so be patient with me. Bear with me as I go through this process of learning how to really operate this phone, this mobile device. That's the proper name. This mobile device. Here we go. Where's that at? Here we go. We coming, honey. We coming, baby. We coming, all right? I'm coming. Oh, there we go. Right here. Okay. That wasn't it. But here we go. Right. That wasn't it either. Here we go right here. Where we at? No, that ain't it either. Here we go. Right there. Somebody said you put your glasses on, you might can see. All right. Good suggestion. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see properly. All right. Okay. All right. Let me see here. Where is that address? Well, anyway, it is Can You Handle the Truth at gmail.com. I believe that's what it is. I'm going to somehow make sure that's the correct address, okay? Let me see here. Email. Okay. I will definitely have it next week for sure. But I certainly do believe it's can you, the letter U, handle the truth at gmail.com. All right. You have a message, you have something you want to say, express, you want me to expound upon, and you can remain anonymous. Absolutely. You see, I didn't spill no names tonight, did I? I'm getting pretty good at that. I'm really good at that. So I want you guys. Here it is. Can You Handle the Truth podcast? I knew I was missing something. Can You Handle the Truth podcast at gmail.com. At gmail.com. Can You Handle the Truth podcast? All right, let me write that in there and create a new banner here. Can You Handle the Truth podcast? All right, so you can have your inquiries there, and I can. Here we go, and I will see your comments in the email. Can You Handle the Truth podcast at gmail.com. Okay. All right, at gmail.com. Great. And that's going to be rolling at the it's going to be a ticker. Okay. Did I do that right? Yeah, I did. Okay. It should be coming across there, but I don't see it. Anyway. Can You Handle the Truth? Can You Handle the Truth? Podcast.com. I am so sorry, people. Okay, I'm going to get it together one of these days real good. Okay, Carrie says, thanks for the information. You're welcome, Carrie. Thanks for joining in. Thanks to all who tune in. I truly appreciate your support by coming in and commenting. It's such a great pleasure to have you all to comment. I value your comments. I absolutely do, because your comments actually help the podcast tremendously. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for viewing. I greatly appreciate it. Listen, 2026, God ain't finished yet. I think that's the theme over there at Solomon's Temple. They have the greatest pastor for real, Pastor Michelle Solomon. Yes, that's their theme. I heard it at the anniversary dinner, banquet, what you want to call it. They say God is not finished. God is not finished, y'all. I just wanted to say that God is not finished with none of us. He's not finished. All right. Be blessed. Oh, and most of all, be a blessing. Guess what? I love you, and God loves you what? He loves you best. All right? Love you guys. And once again, keep your head on a spiritual swivel. We're going to leave out on this here music, okay?